What's going on, guys? Goose here, man. Coming back at you with a video. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell, click all notifications. Give the video a thumbs up because I do a lot of stuff on here, a lot of videos. Do a lot of live streams when there is sports. So, but for the time being, there's no sports, unfortunately. But anyway, this is my second mock draft. I did one earlier, a few days ago. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description for that one. Also, if you want to know where your team, if you don't want to watch the whole video, I understand that. I'll put a link in the description for. I'll put a list of the teams, and I'll put a link of where your team. I'll put a link of where your team picked in correlation to the video. Click the link. It should bring you right to the point in that video. All right, so this draft will be with trades. The first one was as is, and this one will be with trades. So there are some trades in this one, and there are some different picks that I did in the first one. I don't want to pick the same picks and draft the drafts. All right, so here we go. First on the list is the Cincinnati Bengals, and this is a no-brainer for Cincinnati. All right, I mean Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has to be the pick for Cincinnati. And they'd be foolish to pass on him. So Joe Burrow goes #1 to the Cincinnati Bengals as they try to rebuild that franchise. Now they're going to need some more pieces besides Joe Burrow. He's not going to be the savior and come in and throw for 60 touchdown passes and 5,000 yards. Ain't going to happen. He's definitely going to need some help, especially on the offensive line. All right, next on the list is the Washington Redskins. Washington Redskins, of course, they got Haskins last season in the draft. So I don't think they're going to pick Tua. I know there's some talks. Maybe they'll pick Tua. Don't think it's going to happen. So I have Redskins taking edge rusher Chase Young out of Ohio State. Chase Young was an outstanding player last season for Ohio State. So I think he'll do very well at the next level. All right, next pick in the draft is we have a trade. We have a trade with Jacksonville. So Jacksonville will pick #3, and I think Jacksonville will move up in this mock draft, and I have them picking Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, I have them picking them moving up, jumping the Dolphins, and picking Tua. So now what the Dolphins going to do with their pick? So Tua will go to Jacksonville. Next on the list is the New York Giants. As New York Giants will pick. Ooh, hold on a second, my filter. See when the cloud goes under the sky there, it kind of messes everything up. All right, so the Giants pick next, and I did have them going offensive line. My first mock draft, I have them going a little different route this time, as I had them taking Isaiah Simmons, the outstanding linebacker from University of Clemson. As Isaiah Simmons was just a outstanding player, making plays all over the field. So I think the Giants would be I think this would be a good pickup, a good draft pick for them if they indeed pick Isaiah Simmons on the defensive side of the ball. All right, pick #5. It goes is now controlled by the Dolphins. Now Tua is gone. I think the Dolphins still need to pick a quarterback. I still think they need their quarterback of the future. And there's one out there, and I think it's going to be Justin Herbert. So Justin Herbert will go over to the Dolphins in this mock draft. So Herbert will go to pick #5, goes over to the Dolphins. #6 is the LA Chargers. So the Chargers will pick #6, and of course, they've seen Tua going. They've seen Herbert going. Of course, Joe Burrow would have been long gone anyway for the Chargers pick. I still think they need to go quarterback, and I think the quarterback will probably jump into the spot just because of how this draft worked out. And I think Jordan Love will go up. I think Jordan Love will be the 6th pick in the draft. So give me Jordan Love to the Chargers. All right, #7 is the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, they went out and got Anderson from the Jets. They got Bridgewater, and they've made moves on the offensive side of the ball with Joe Brady, and of course bringing in Matt Rule, an offensive-minded coach. So I think Carolina will go defense. I think Carolina will go defense in the draft and go pick up the best cornerback in the draft, which is Jeff Okudah. So give me Jeff Okudah to Carolina. with number 7. All right, down there. But now it brings up the Dolphins. The Dolphins pick here because of a trade with the Cardinals, and I have the Dolphins selecting the lineman out of Louisville. There's a Mekhi Benton. I think that's a good pick for them because they got the quarterback. I think if you're gonna pick your franchise quarterback, you're gonna need to get some guys to block for him to help protect them. So what's the point of having a franchise quarterback if you can't protect him? So give me Becton over to the Dolphins. All right, now the list is the Detroit Lions picking number 9 because of the trade with the Jaguars. So give me them. So the Lions on the clock. And the Lions, they what do they need? Man, what do they need? They probably need a lot. So, but I had them going defense, and I had them picking one of the best, probably the best defensive lineman in the draft is Derrick Brown from Auburn. This guy was phenomenal. Played well against LSU, played well against Alabama. This guy was just a tough guy to block. Tough guy to block. So give me Derrick Brown to the Lions. Next on the list is the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, of course, last year Cleveland was supposed to be the AFC North champions, but things just didn't work out for them for a variety of reasons. So they got their running back, they got their quarterback, they got their receivers. I think they need to really shore up that offensive line, and I have them picking Jedrick Wills from Alabama with the number 10 pick of the draft. All right, next on the list is the New York Jets. I had the New York Jets picking defense the first mock draft. I have them going a little different route this time, as they did lose Anderson to the Panthers. So I have the Jets picking Jerry Jeudy. I have Jerry Jeudy being the number one receiver picked in this draft, not CeeDee Lamb, even though CeeDee Lamb is the best receiver in the draft. So I have the Jets picking up Jerry Jeudy. All right, next on the list is the Las Vegas Raiders, and I think have the Las Vegas Raiders taking the best wide receiver in the draft, CeeDee Lamb from Oklahoma. So I think CeeDee Lamb falls into Raiders' lap because they just go a different route and pick up Jerry Jeudy. All right, then we have a mock trade from San Francisco to the Ravens. As the Ravens move up, and I think the Ravens will move up and they'll get the next best receiver in the draft is in Justin Jefferson. So Justin Jefferson had a great year with LSU last season. Really came on, flourished under Joe Brady and Joe Burrow, and Justin Jefferson was just phenomenal in the game against Oklahoma. Had 4 touchdown receptions. He's always got open, always caught the ball. So I think Jefferson will have a great year or a great season at the next level. All right, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As Tampa Bay Buccaneers will pick next, pick number 14, and I had them going offense, but I had them going OL. I had them picking Andrew Thomas, from Georgia, another outstanding offensive lineman, as he was he was very, very, very good at the University of Georgia. So give me Andrew Thomas over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pick number 15 is the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, they could take receiver at this pick, but I had them going a different route. I had them taking one of the probably the next best linebacker in the draft is Kenneth Murray from the University of Oklahoma. So give me Kenneth Murray over to Denver. Next on the list is, we have a trade with Minnesota and Atlanta. So Minnesota picks here, and I had them picking Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman out of South Carolina, probably the next defensive lineman on the board as they rank them. So Javon Kinlaw will go over to Minnesota. All right, now we got the Cowboys on the list. Now Cowboys, they've got some good offensive players. Then they have Elliott, they have Prescott, they locked down Mari Cooper. Now they did lose Robert Quinn on the defensive side of the ball, so I think they can try to focus on the defense side of the ball. Had them picking Clavion Chason, the edge rusher from LSU, who really came on late last season, really to help LSU win the national championship game. as he played really, really well late in the season as he got healthy. All right, now we got the Arizona Cardinals up next as we have a trade with the Dolphins. So Arizona Cardinals up next, and I have them actually have them taking an offensive lineman. Had them taking Tristan Wirfs from Iowa. So I think that's a good pick for the Cards to to really, really shore up and protect that quarterback that Kyler Murray that you hoped is going to be your franchise quarterback. So I have to have the Cardinals picking Tristan Wirfs. All right, next on the list we have the Raiders. Raiders back on the clock. A trade from the Bears, and I had the Raiders getting Kristen Fulton, defensive back from LSU. Now he didn't get a lot of pub. Stingley got a lot of pub, but Fulton was not too bad. You didn't hear his name called too many times during games, which is good. If you're a defensive back and you don't hear your name called by the announcers, that means you're doing your job. So Tristan Fulton, even though he's not the best, probably the best top-rated quarterback in the draft, I do have him going over to the Raiders. All right, next on the list we have the Detroit Lions with the trade with the Jaguars. And this time I do have the Lions taking CJ Henderson, the cornerback from Florida. People say he is the best cornerback in the draft. So I do have the Lions taking CJ Henderson. All right, next on the list we have the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles on the clock. They could go defense, linebacker. But I had them going a different route. I had them going wideout. I had them taking the wideout Tee Higgins from Clemson. This guy, Clemson really is, they've had a very, very good offense these last several years. And Tee Higgins he's a very good receiver. I think he'll do well at the next level. So give me Tee Higgins with going over to Philadelphia. All right, Atlanta on the clock because of a trade with the Vikings, and I have them taking the defensive back AJ Terrell. So AJ Terrell over to Atlanta with the 22nd pick in the draft, as I think that'd be a good pick for Atlanta as really shore up their defense. I think defense has really been a problem for Atlanta the last several years. Even though they're losing Devontae Freeman, but give me AJ Terrell over to Atlanta. All right, now we got the New England Patriots picking number 23, as New England, they're a team that's in probably total rebuild with Tom Brady going, and they lost some defensive players in the free agency market. So, but I had them picking wideout, as I had them picking the wideout from Alabama, Henry Ruggs. So Henry Ruggs will fall to the Pats, as I think Henry Ruggs will be a good pick for New England. So give me Henry Ruggs over to New England. Next on the clock is the New Orleans Saints. Now, New Orleans Saints, they need. I still think they need to get another receiver, but I think for right now, with this pick, they might be able to get a receiver. In the third round. I think this linebacker pick is it's just too much to pass up, as they do need linebacker help. So give me Patrick Queen, the linebacker out of LSU, as I think he will go over to the Saints, as the Saints really do need a linebacker pretty bad. All right, now we got the Minnesota Vikings picking number 25, as I have them picking defensive back Jeff Gladney. So give me Jeff Gladney over to Minnesota. I just think this would be a good pick for them to pick up Gladney and give them a nice quarterback that can really fit in nicely with the team that they have. All right, so now we got Miami, as they had a trade with Houston. So Miami moves up, and I have them going receiver. I have them taking Brandon Ayuk as a wideout. I think Miami, they're trying to rebuild their team. They got the quarterback, they got their offensive lineman. Let's get some weapons for Justin Herbert, as Brandon Ayuk to the Dolphins. All right, next on the list is the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts with the trade with the Seattle Seahawks. We're picking number 27, as I have them taking another talented receiver, Denzel Mims from Baylor. As Baylor had a good offensive season last year with Matt Rule. Matt Rule has moved on, of course, to Carolina, but I have I have them picking Denzel Mims, receiver from Baylor. All right, next on the list is San Francisco 49ers. This is because of a trade with the Ravens. So Frisco is picking number 28, and I think had them going wide out. I think they need to go wide out because I just think they need more offense on their team. I think offense really hurt them in the Super Bowl last season, and also they plus Jimmy G didn't play very well, but they did lose Sanders to the Saints. So I think Frisco should go defense. I have them picking the guy Shenult, wide receiver from Colorado, another talented wide receiver in the draft. So give me Shenult over San Francisco since they lost Simmons, not Simmons, since they lost Sanders to in the free agency to the Saints. So I think Frisco needs to show up that they need to really replace that talent. All right, so now we got the Tennessee Titans on the list. As Tennessee Titans, we pick number 29, as I have them taking edge rusher AJ Epenesa. So AJ Epenesa from Iowa, another talented edge rusher, as I think be a good pick there for the Titans. And the Titans they shored up Tannehill. Is that good or bad? I guess we'll see next season. But all right, so then we got the Green Bay Packers on the list. As I had them going receiver too, but a lot of receivers are going fast. A lot of receivers are going fast here in this mock draft. I had them taking Jalen Reagor wide out. So I think they do. I think Rodgers needs some better weapons on the offensive side of the ball, and I think Jalen Reagor would be a good pick for Green Bay. So give me Jalen Reagor with the Green Bay Packers. All right, now we got a trade from the Frisco, as Tampa Bay now is on the clock. And I had them going defense. I had them taking Xavier McKinney, outstanding safety from the University of Alabama, as I have Tampa Bay picking up Xavier McKinney with the 31st pick here in the draft. All right, now we got pick number 32, as I have as the Chiefs are on the clock with the last pick in the first round, as I had them taking Noah Igbenogany. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Igbenogany from the University of Auburn. This guy was he's one of the top cornerbacks in the draft, and I think he'll be a good pick for anybody that needs cornerback help, defensive back help. But I have the Chiefs taking Noah Igbenogany with the last pick in the first round. Right there it is, guys. There's your first round mock draft 2.0. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description of the first mock draft. That'll take you right to it. And also I'll figure out where everybody's picking a coordination, in the video, and I'll link the video to where your team picks. That way you don't have to watch the whole video. Have a great one, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.